පහුන් සහන්ස මබිනිම් මිත සායදන්තං ගිරිමේකලන් උදිත ගෝර සසේන මාරන් දානාදි ධම්ම විදිනා ජිතවා මුනින්දෝ තන් තේජසා භවතු තේ ජය මංගලානේ. මාරාතිරේක මබියුන් ජිත සම්බරන්තින් ඝෝරම්පනාල වකමක්ක මතත්ද යක්කං කන්තේ සුදන්ත විතිනා ජිතවා මුනින්දෝ තන් තේජසා භවතු තේ ජය මංගලානේ. නාලාගිරින් ගජවරන් අතිමත්ත භූතන් දාවක්ගේ චක්කමසනේව සුදාරු නන්තන් මෙත්තම්බුසේක විදිනා ජිතවා මුනින්දෝ තන් තේජසා භවතු තේ ජය මංගලානේ. ඒතාපි පුත්ත ජය මංගලයන්ට ගාථා යෝවාචකෝ දින දිනේ සරතේ මතන්දී හිත්වාන නේක විවිධානේ චුපත්දවානේ මොක්කං සුකං අධිගමේය නරෝ සපඤ්ඤෝ. Good morning everyone. How are you today? How are you? So thank you very much for coming today. Today morning I was reading a book, then I found some story. So I was thinking I want to share with you that story. Also in here we are practicing loving kindness and mindfulness meditation. If we practice loving kindness meditation, there are 11 benefits. One is be a loving and kind person. And also, if you practice this meditation, also you are going to be kind to others. So it is automatically happen. When you practice loving kindness meditation, we are loving others. Also, we are going to be a kind person to others. So, I think we have in our life, we have so many times to practice loving kindness. Sometimes in the road, sometimes in your workplace, sometimes in restaurant, sometimes so many places. In my English class at the MCC, there was a volunteer teacher. She's a lady, but so many students don't like her. Why? She come to the class. She just teach very fast. So many students learning English. Most students, they can understand what she taught. Also, she don't focus them very well. Then I asked my friends in the class, why you don't like her? They told, she just teach. So I was thinking, teaching is one of the loving kindness practice. If someone really practice loving kindness, because they are going to teach them very well, lovingly and kindly. So it is the one moment. There are so many different situations we have to practice this loving kindness meditation. So last week, our Buddha Kids class, we shared a story. I was thinking, I want to share that story with you. This story, it's a true story. It happened 2010, one of restaurant. Title is Stories of Kindness from Around the World. I'm going to read the story, then you can understand what happened in the restaurant. So I want to tell, you have kids, you have parents, also your friends, you can give this message for them. Do like this, practice like this. So next generation, they will really practice all the ideas, because we need it. So what is the story? I'm going to read, listening carefully. Then you can understand what happened. My 4 grandchildren were all home visiting this weekend, so we decided to go out for brunch. The center of attention was my older granddaughter. She had never had pancakes before, so we were excited about her trying them. Okay, understand? Yeah. Then we always try to make our family meals special. So this time we decided to order every kind of pancake they had and asked that they be served on one big family style platter. We each took turns digging in and also feeding it to the baby, who loved them. There was a lovely environment at the table and lots of smiles. As I was looking around the table, enjoying these wonderful scenes, a gentleman at the nearby table caught my eye. He was eating his breakfast alone quietly in the corner. He frequently looked over and smiled as my granddaughter continued to entertain us all. Suddenly, I had a great idea. I dug out a smile card from the reserve that I always carry with me and snuck up to the waitress. I explained to her that I wanted to pay that man's bill anonymously and that instead of the bill, could she please give him the smile card? Okay? Then what happened next? Our leisurely breakfast was still going on after the gentleman had left. The waitress came over and told us. Can you guess what happened? Okay. The waitress came over and told us that he had passed the smile card on and paid for another table before he left. How great! Not only that though, the waitress then came back later and told us that the second table had now paid for someone else and passed the smile card on too. I couldn't believe it when the waitress came back and told us that the third table had done the same thing. What was really amazing though was that by time we left, half the room had ended up paying for a different table. Isn't that great? So I was thinking this story, it's happening somewhere in the world. So people are really practicing this loving kindness different ways. So this is good story to share with your kids or your friends. They can practice this loving kindness meditation different ways. So there was also another different story. Also I won't read it too because we always practice loving kindness meditation. Sometimes people are going to control us. They are going to handle us. So this book, one of the famous meditation teacher in Sri Lanka, he explained, don't allow others to exploit you. So when you practice loving kindness meditation, some people are trying to control because he is loving and kind person. Sometimes you have this experience in your life. So there's a story, that kind of situation, explain how we handle the situation, that kind of times. Because people know he is very lovely and kind person, then they are try to do something. Because sometimes they know he or she don't going to hurt me. What is this story? This is actually very old story. We call Jataka tales. Do you want to know what is the Jataka tales? There was a 447 Jataka tales. It's mean Buddha, before became a Buddha, he practiced this all the qualities. During the time, he had some experiences. That all the experiences we call Jataka tales, Jataka stories. So this story also came from that kind of story. What is the story? The story is about a cobra who was practicing loving kindness. So there was this cobra in a forest practicing loving kindness, saying, may all beings be well, may all beings be happy, may all beings be free of suffering. There was an old woman who could not see properly. She was collecting firewood, and when she saw the cobra, she thought it was a rope. She used the rope to bundle the firewood she had collected. As the cobra was practicing loving kindness, the cobra allowed the old woman to do this. The old woman carried the bundle of firewood home. Then, after some difficulty, the cobra escaped with lots of pain, with lots of wounds on its body. Then the cobra went to meet his meditation master. And the cobra told the master, "See what has happened. I adopt the practice of loving kindness. But see the wounds, see the pain that I am experiencing in my body." So the master very calmly, very gently told the cobra, "This is the advice, what you have to do. You have not been practicing loving kindness. You have been practicing idiotic compassion. You should have shown by hissing that you are a snake. So it is very important that in everyday life we also learn what the cobra should have learned." So this is advice. Sometimes people are trying to handle you. You have hygiene. You have to show it. Because your intention is not make hurt, but sometimes people want to control you. So try to apply these two stories. Try to practice loving kindness meditation. This is my message today. Thank you very much for coming.